In this video, we share a large model called Bokeh, which is retrained based on SD1.5-medium. Its key feature is the ability to generate high-quality images of large size in one go, especially for natural landscapes. For example, you can see that the straight-out image of the lion here has a resolution of 1920 by 1024 pixels. Other test images also have a cinematic feel. So combining these elements, I think it's very suitable for image upscaling, and even the texture of clothes can be easily redrawn. Navigate to RunningHub, click AI, or click the link in the introduction to register and receive 120 points daily. Log in every day for an additional 100 points. The corresponding AI workflow and one-click AI applications have been deployed online and can now be run and tested online. In the following parts of this video, we will discuss its magnification, as well as the functions of depth and line control settings. The relevant models and links are all in the description section. The model is retrained and released by TensorRT, also known as Toast. If you have difficulty downloading it directly from Hugging Face, you can download it from this mirror site. This is our model core. You can also see an 8-step acceleration model and vision workflow here. We start with basic tattoo designs, then move on to model text encoders. The Toast is also fine-tuned here for the text encoder, so we need to download the corresponding text encoder. At the positive prompt, we just need a brief description to get high-quality images. When using reverse prompts, there's no need to input anything at the T5 location, otherwise it may significantly worsen our results. Of course, if it's fine-tuned based on SD1.5-medium, it definitely supports reverse prompts. Avoid entering too much text here. Be as precise as possible to prevent hallucinations. The recommended resolution here shows that almost all are above 1024. Therefore, when generating images, we should pay attention to the aspect ratio. This is also one of the reasons I think it works well for upscaling. TensorRT also has a small application based on this model. With simple prompts, you can create high-fidelity, large-scale images. Everyone can try it out. Then we'll look at the zoom core component. I still use TDB's block-based zooming method. The TTB block scaling technique has been discussed many times before. It divides the image into blocks, redraws each one, and then stitches them back together. If I set this overlapping value, I'll set it to 0.05. I'm zooming into 1,200,000 pixels here, and it's divided into 4 sections. This is also the advantage of this model. By removing the text encoder, its main body is only around 5 gigabytes, so I can constrain the split blocks to be fewer here. If we upscale in blocks, we use different prompts for each block, but the same negative prompt applies to all and doesn't affect T5, then we use the black sampler. Although I'm using a custom sampler here, I've actually set the parameters according to the official recommended settings. After decoding, we got the result. In terms of quick startup, it's actually just about loading images, setting up the desired pixel value for magnification, and then loading the corresponding model to run directly. And this model also has 2 corresponding depth and mitochondrial controls. Then the corresponding OpenPose and time models will be released soon. Additionally, there will be an animate version and a corresponding control system that will be open sourced. In terms of the process, the change is connecting a control application at the condition stage, and you should also note to download the corresponding model. This is me using a car and then extracting its depth map. The image generated has a strong sense of realism and atmosphere, which left me with the strongest impression of this model. In a way, it feels like cinematic quality. We switch the preprocessor and then switch the corresponding model. The prompt is simple. My prompt is a flower made of glass. One is that it controls very precisely, and the other is that its stylized expression is excellent. Because we all know that the stylized performance of the Flex model isn't great, and it comes with just 2 controls out of the box. I also considered connecting it to my amplifier workflow. Doing this would definitely increase our amplification fun, because obviously with control, we can enhance our noise reduction. We can appropriately raise the noise level to achieve more imaginative expansions. The corresponding process has been placed in the introduction section. You can also try it yourself. So most of the time, this channel shares open source models and projects, but closed source models are where RunningHub really shines. It has brought down the prices of many popular models like VDO. Some models like Kaling and Wanxiang have specifications that are even lower than the officially announced prices. The more you use it, the more you'll realize that saving up over time really adds up.